Caden, will you be on later tonight? Cause I'm gonna go stream, so I was just wondering. Let me know if you're still on. Alright. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'll see you later, dog. Are you ready? Scorpion, SmackDown's general manager.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
No! I said, are you ready?
On second thought, no, not really. How you been, man?
Good. Oh, by the way, I have something I have to send you.
Okay.
Oh man, it's perfect. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Need to find it. Hold on. Hold on.
Did you say toughen up, bitch?
No, hold on. Hold on. Hold up. There we go. I think it's working. Look at that. I just sent it to you. Look at the caption I put in for it. get it?
It's downloading right now. Okay, here we go. In.
Huh?
Waiting for it to load in.
Alright. Do you like my caption?
Yeah.
When you're dealing with hoes and your girlfriend comes up like, get these hands, bitch, and it's The Rock is saying, shut up, bitch. Shut up. You know who was saying that to, right? That's when the Triple H and The Rock, this was their third encounter. With it.
Okay.
And that's when he was talking about Triple H being the former champion. Triple H was like, who the hell do you think you are? And The Rock was like, who was The Rock? He was like, The Rock's the guy who's gonna tighten up his shoes, get in the ring, and kick your ass. still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You in my stream? Did you find it?
Yeah.
Alright, sorry about that. My mom just dropped off my glasses. I left it down at her house. I really couldn't see. That's that's also one of the main reasons why I wasn't on, because like I couldn't see anything.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah. I tried playing earlier. It didn't go too well. I was missing shots all over the place. Who's that calling? Hold on. Sorry, it's working. People keep interrupting my stream. Who is this? Trying to call. She gonna call my phone? Hold on. No, she doesn't call my phone. Hold on, Scorpion.
Alright.
But honestly, like my mom is like one of my favorite people in my family, dude.
Yeah.
Because my mom's my native mom. People are always confused as like we're like talking like, you know, our language. People are like, huh? What? What are they saying? And then I speak English. They're like, oh, what the fuck? Because I usually speak English. I'm like, yeah, I can. Took me a little while to get the English language down, but I got it. Like, it took me like a whole year, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it sucked. It was a whole entire 365 days of English learning.
Well, from what I hear, the English language...
The hardest to actually learn.
Country, not England, but United States English language is one of the hardest languages to learn.
Mm-hmm. I can speak a little bit of Russian.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I can give you a few words.
Okay.
It's been a while. I'm trying to remember some of the words that I know. Astronovia. Great victory is what that one is.
Oh. I know one word.
Niet.
Well, 2 words. Что? I think it means what? I know a phrase in Russian.
What's that?
You could probably use this on your girl. Alright?
Yeah.
Я вас люблю. You know what that means?
No.
It says I love you.
Ah. Interesting. Very, very interesting. There are like a lot of countries that are famous for slow torturing. Two of them I know.
Yeah.
Japan and Russia. Especially Russia. They're the top tier of slow torture.
Yeah.
They want information out of an American. They're not going to get it from you easily. They're going to take their time with it. Even though they could easily get it out of you like quickly, but they like having fun. One of them is taking a wrench, which I have in my hand right now, right?
Yeah.
Grabbing your tooth, clamping it down, and say, "You want to answer our question?" You say no, obviously, because all Americans are stubborn hard asses and they don't want to give information, especially the communists. So they will yank it, like twist it, like adjust it, like twisting like a bolt. They'll like twist it like that and they'll pull it out. And it's not like when the doctor does it where it's like a nice little tug. It's like a twist, hard twist, slow twist, fast twist, and then a pull. Like they yank it out. Okay, they're the type of people that, you know, how like what we do with like what our tradition was for torture was how, you know, we put like a rag of their face and dump water on it.
Yeah, waterboarding.
They do oil boarding or gasoline boarding. What they do is they put it over, back over, they pour gasoline on our face. Yeah, so that's going into your system, like the water is like going into your mouth, and that's the gasoline that they're forcing you to put in your mouth. Almost like what the Germans did to our soldiers in World War II with the gasoline. Remember that tank gasoline I told you about?
Yeah.
That tank fuel, they did that with our guys. Force tank gasoline down their mouth. I would say, fuck it, you might as well I'm like, just shoot me then. I'm like, I ain't doing that. I'm defending my American honor. You can take your gasoline, your tanks, your German Luftwaffe, your Third Reich, shove it up Hitler's ass sideways. Because I'm not going to support you guys. Even American in concentration camps, like American soldiers, the POWs, they threw down their shit. They're like, you're not going to treat me like a slave. Not like that. Not like, you know, like, they're not throwing a shot at the black people. They're saying, like, you're not going to work me like I belong to you.
Right.
They hand them like that, like, pickaxe, right?
Yeah.
And, like, our soldiers would just drop it immediately in front of the commander. They'd like, either spit on them or shove them away and be like, I'm not working for you. And I'm like, yeah, that's a true American. That's good. It was like, fuck Hitler. I'm not doing his dirty work for him. I'm not digging a ditch for you. Like, well, you can do that yourselves. Proves how lazy people in Germany were then at that time, having people have to do their dirty work for them. Oh. You seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Triple H vs. Pentagon Jr. World title on the line. Isn't that interesting? That'd be interesting, man. Why is that our main event? Oh, that's right. We didn't get to finish our Survivor Series matchup. This time we're picking new people around this time. Alright? You can pick whoever you want. Like, your people, like, for you, like, you can pick yourself if you want to, because... I need to get my notepad again. Because I need to see all my names that I got. And remember, this is the first ever Survivor Series, so you're going to have to stack the card against me, dude. You have to stack up names against me. See, that's what I'm going to end up doing to you, too. Oh, jeez, I almost fell and broke myself. Okay. You ready for my first pick?
Yeah.
You're not... I don't think you're really gonna like me after this one. You know why? I'm taking the Samoan submission machine. the man that had one of the most undefeated streaks, longest undefeated streaks in our WWE history. Samoa Joe is my first pick.
Okay.
SmackDown, who you choosing?
My captain's gonna be a Samoan as well.
The big dog?
The big dog.
Roman Reigns.
Yes, sir.
Alright, you're bringing the big dog, bringing the Samoan guns out here, huh?
Yeah, you gonna bring out Samoan guns? So am I.
Alright, next pick. You're gonna like this one because he's a dominant force in his own right. Dominik Dijakovic is going to be part of my team on Raw. SmackDown, who you taking to combat Dominik Dijakovic?
Well, I'm thinking none other than Scorpion himself.
Your brother.
Yep.
So you're letting your brother go here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And then for Raw, we're going to take... Ooh, you're going to like this one. You know how we have one machine?
Yep.
You should know what's coming next. Why don't we add a second one? The War Machine, Brian Cage. SmackDown, who you taking? So far you have a powerhouse and a speed type person right now. I have all powerhouse stacks up right here.
I'm gonna bring in another powerhouse.
Alright.
I know he's already booked, but I have faith that Triple H will dominate. I know my brother is already double booked.
Alright, so the game Triple H and our final pick for each brand, and I'm going to give you a banger with this one. You ready for this? Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you his catchphrase. The one, the only dangerous warning.
Really?
Chris Danger.
Well, you know what? I'm going to introduce somebody. I don't think he's made an appearance yet. And I think he'd hold his own against Chris Danger and everybody else.
Oh, yeah, who's that?
Everybody's lovable. Everybody's favorite. Mother.
Oh, okay.
Mama Steve.
Oh boy. Bringing in the first time appearance, huh?
Yep.
Damn, look at these teams, bro. Okay. I think I gave you more of a stack. I gave you a stack up on this one, bro. I gave you a stack up. You had to think hard about these. These aren't easy people to pit them against either.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to give Stevie a shot.
You know what I want to do?
Yeah.
I want to see. Alright. You know, I just want to see this from a one-on-one perspective. A SmackDown superstar of your choice going against a Raw superstar of my choice. Who you picking? I want to see. Pick a big name, a big gunner.
Big name, rated R superstar.
Oh, shit. Shit out for you, fuck, okay. He pulling out the Radar Superstar. He didn't even have to think about it. He said, easy. You know what? I'm gonna see them.
The section of me and Randy Orton.
What are you guys thinking about your boy Edge, huh? Your brother Edge, I should say. He's not your boy, he's your brother.
He's hungry.
I mean, well, I mean, he's not really your brother. He's not really any of your boys either. He's your rivals.
Yeah.
But you got respect for your rivals, so you're gonna let Edge go up against. Guess who Edge got to go up against?
Who's that?
Which I'd love to see this match in real life. I'd pay a lot to see this in real life. The Radar Superstar going up against you're really gonna like this one. You ready?
Yeah.
Shock the System. Adam Cole, baby!
Oh, I thought you were gonna do knees.
No. No. Why would I put Tony Nese up against Edge? That's like an insult to Edge.
He's part of that group. You know who I want to see.
He's not part of Undisputed Era.
Oh, did you kick him out?
No, I never had him in that. He's with Rollins. That's one of Rollins' guys.
Oh, okay, that's right. You want to know who I want to see in the match?
Guess what championship we're putting out here on the line, too?
What's that?
The YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Championship is on the line.
You know what match you should make, too?
What?
Me v. you.
Alright, I can add another one. Except
Mark versus Burchett.
Except we're doing this. We've done an Iron Man match. We've done ladder matches. We've done Extreme Rules.
Last man standing.
We've done Last Man Standing. I want to see how good you are.
Raw or submission?
I want to see if you can handle me in an actual fight.
I can handle you, bitch.
Yeah, okay. Which persona you want of me? You want my too sweet NWO persona, or do you want the Beast version of me?
I want the Beast version of you.
Alright, I'm taking off the face paint and the shirt tonight because I'm going Beast mode here.
I don't think Brock Lesnar will get pissed off using his,
that punk ass don't got nothing on me. Get your little scrunt, get your crybaby, I don't have my title self out of here. I don't care what you think, Lesnar. Where have you been, Lesnar? Even on here, you're just like your real life self. You don't show up.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Huh?
Is Punk under the umbrella of Heyman?
What do you mean?
Isn't CM Punk a Heyman guy?
He was.
Is he still?
No, why?
Okay, just curious. Ooh, that's gonna be a good match.
Oh yeah, by the way, guess who's coming back?
Who?
It's been confirmed AJ Lee is making her in-ring return.
Nice.
And guess who's gonna follow right up after her?
Who?
The voice of the voiceless. The best in the world. CM Punk.
Really? What date?
We don't know what date, but we have AJ Lee confirmed. Punk is still not thinking about it. He's working on it because, you know, he has to train himself up because he hasn't been in the ring in years. AJ Lee did her training and said that she believes she's ready to go back in, and I believe she's a mother as well too. So she also has I think 1 or 2 kids, somewhere around there. But oh, I want to see that. You up against Nexus? Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of which, guess what? Guess what? I was right about it. Nexus is making their reunion return. They're coming back. All the Nexus is coming back.
OG Nexus?
OG Nexus.
Oh.
Wade Barrett, Mason Ryan, Darren Young, Heath Slater, Michael Tarver.
Skip Sheffield.
Ryback.
Or is he still going to be Ryback?
I think he might go by Ryback. I don't think he's going to go by his Nexus name. His Nexus name was so hilarious.
Skip Sheffield.
Same with Michael McGillicuddy. I'm like, Curtis, really? I'm like, come on now. I'm like, come on now. I'm like, I know that's your real name and all, but come on now. I'm like, no offense to Mr. Perfect, the late great ultimate legend Mr. Perfect, but that's some whack last name though. McGillicuddy, like, come on now, dude. Welcome to the McGillicuddy estate. Over here you have Mr. Perfect. Over here you have his, I think he would be like what? Like a toddler at that point. Michael would be a toddler.
Yeah.
You got Mrs. McGillicuddy, and don't touch any of their shit. Mr. Perfect had to have money back all the way then though. Like, he had like some nice cars. Do you remember his what was it? What was it? It was that old school like Mercedes that he had.
Yeah.
I was like, that dude had bank back then.
You know who has bank? Fucking Jerry Seinfeld, dude. Dude, I was watching a show that was done a couple of years ago. Comedians and cars going to get coffee. Dude, he drives some badass cars, dude. He has a 1956 Vet.
Damn.
Only 92 were made.
Oh, lucky big bank motherfucker, huh?
My dad used to have a 56 Vet. He said, out of all of everything that
guess what?
done,
guess what?
Huh?
Dude, guess what just happened?
What?
We have a double title match here, opportunity for Adam Cole. Adam Cole has just gave me the heads up that he's cashing in on Ryback for the Universal title here tonight.
Ooh, nice.
So Adam Cole can become a 2-time Universal Champion.
Okay.
Adam Cole had a great first run as Universal Champion too.
Yeah, he did.
But you up against Nexus, this is going to be interesting. The return of Nexus.
Yeah, let's get this show on the road, dude.
But you also got to watch out because, you know, Wade Barrett, the leader of Nexus, I doubt he's not, I guess he's not going to, he's obviously not going to tell his boys to stay in the back. You got to watch out for the other Nexus members to try to come down in the middle of this match.
Yeah.
That's why you got to give your boys, even though you're a little outnumbered, you got to give, because it's a 10-on-5 with Nexus, you got to give your boys a heads up like, hey, like, if they get out here, you got to get out here.
Yeah.
I don't know how much Shane McMahon's going to do for you and all, but...
Shane McMahon's already been replaced, dude.
Yeah, I know, but still, if he was still been here with you, I don't know how much he'd do.
That's alright. The boys already know. They already approached me about it.
Yeah, your boys don't play, especially Orton. Orton, the Nexus member gets in the face of Orton. Orton just stares him down like, go ahead, do something.
Yeah.
Orton be like, go ahead, try me. Because I'm itching for a fight anyway, try me. You got a pretty interesting duo here. You got Mason Ryan and you got Wade Barrett to go up against. You guys fought Nexus for these titles before, but you haven't gone up against these two members of Nexus yet.
Yeah.
Guess where a lot of WWE superstars went?
AEW?
No. They went to Impact. Guess who showed up there? I'm a one-man band! 'Cause I'm a one-man band!
Oh god, not that fucking good.
Heath Slater showed up on Impact. He's an Impact star now.
That guy's an idiot.
Well, you don't like Heath Slater?
No, fuck no.
I mean, he hasn't held a single... I mean, he's held tag titles, but he hasn't held his own singles title in WWE. You remember... you're gonna remember this and you're gonna laugh your head off from this. You ready? You remember when Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel of Nexus were tag champs?
Yeah.
How fast their reign ended was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was the most funniest thing I've ever seen. I was like, really? You're that terrible? Of course, it's Heath Slater that gets pinned because Justin Gabriel, they're not going to embarrass him like that. They could have kept him. He had so much potential. Like, he could have been like a big-time champion. They should have kept him. He had a lot of potential in him. He was one of the many members of Nexus that would end up being successful. You still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Who do you think ultimately was the most successful person on Nexus? That after Nexus fell apart.
I'd say Wade Barrett.
You said Wade Barrett was the most successful one?
Yeah.
You don't think Ryback was one of the successful ones? I mean, I see your point on why Wade Barrett, but like Ryback, he really didn't get the push he deserved.
Well, he came back as Ryback and left, came back, left, came back,
and left. Well,
yeah.
Came back the fourth time, got injured, and then just left.
I mean, Wade Barrett stuck it out, and he got let go or something.
Yeah.
Or he left.
He left. He left on his own accord. Came back, became Wade Barrett. Came back again. Got that push, became King Barrett, which was a stupid gimmick for him. Came back again, got another stupid gimmick, Bad News Barrett, but hey, worked out for him. Former tag champion, former 3-time Intercontinental champion. I mean, it worked out for him. And people said his finisher was stupid. I'm like, the Bullhammer was an awesome finisher.
Yeah.
A running elbow to your jaw, like, I want to see you get hit with that and say if that's stupid, like. Like, actually, not like getting acted and getting hit in the face by a bullhammer, like really getting hit by a bullhammer. And tell me that you're not going to be crying on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, that was a pretty badass finisher. Like, it's creative. It's not nothing flashy. It's a quick strike right to your jaw. And he warmed it up too, like he made his arm go into windmill before he hit the bullhammer. So you know when his arm started doing that, you know the bullhammer was coming.
Yeah.
Now his Nexus
like
finisher was stupid. Before he had the Bullhammer, I agree. That one was stupid. I don't know what the heck that thing was. That was disgusting finisher. I don't know what that was. But never do that again.
There's only a handful of people that they do something that you know that's when that finisher's coming. Wade Barrett, Randy Orton, HBK.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
The Rock. Bret the Hitman Hart. Ric Flair. Hulk Hogan.
Those titles look nice, dude.
People are like, what's the whole point of winding it up, charging it up if you know they're going to reverse it? I'm like, where did you get your wrestling logic from? They, like, 5% of the time does anyone reverse a finisher.
Yeah.
I'm like, the wind-up's the build-up for the dramatic build-up, which is a wrestling want and need. You need to be able to have something like that. Without building it up and getting the crowd to go, whoa. When it hits, they go, oh. Like, you want that. You want them to build it up with you. I'm pausing this real quick because I have to, because, you know, people watch my streams. They will tune in and they'll leave. Gotta explain something to you people about the wrestling community. Me and Scorpion probably have, like, what, like 50 plus years combined together watching wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, it's the dramatic build-up to every character. It's what defines that character and what makes them a fan favorite or a heel that people will actually rock with. Most heels people don't care about. But if you're a bad guy and you get the crowd behind you, that's good. You're doing your job. That's good. You want them to get behind you. And that's the thing. You want either reaction. You either want them to like you or hate you. As long as you get a reaction from the crowd. Every wrestler, great wrestler, said that. Cena himself even said, you don't want to go out there and entertain yourself and get you behind yourself. You want them to get behind you. Without them, there is no you.
That's true.
Without them, your character's nothing. It means nothing. It's like, look at me. People hated me and loved me over the years. And now they're mixed. I come out here when my music hits, you hear the horns start playing, like, people start booing and cheering. Like, some people hate me, some people don't. Like, it's just the way the company goes.
Yeah.
So look at The Undertaker. He had that dark, scary persona, and no one booed him. Everyone loved him.
Yep.
Even Kane.
Badass.
Even Kane, no one booed him. Well, no one dared to boo him back in the WWF days. Like,
no. Not unless you wanted to get your ass kicked.
Right? Like, Giant, when he debuted and those flames started coming out, every person cheered and shut their mouth for Kane.
Yep. It was a respect.
That's the thing, when people retire, even as a bad guy, why do you think that everyone holds up the signs and they say thank, and they did a chant of like whatever wrestler, like Ric Flair for example. They went, thank you Rick at WrestleMania. Everyone on their feet, standing. All those 78 plus thousand on their feet, all stood, clapped and cheered for Ric Flair. Yeah, he wasn't the nicest guy and the most good guy in the ring. He was the dirtiest player of the game.
He had the fans behind him.
Exactly. It's what built. That's the thing. Look at this. Let's break it down for them, Scorpion. Look at Ric Flair, alright? Let's take Ric Flair as an example. And let's put him in the ring. Let's get fans out there. If no fans were behind him, he couldn't build his character. It's the fans that help you find what you want your character to be. Without that, they support McMahon. Without Vince, without the fans, Vince and all the things he owns right now, he would go bankrupt, broke, done, gone. He had to get rid of everything because no one's interested in it anymore. Oh, it's fake. There's a thing called it's sports entertainment. It's not everything. You think if most of the stuff that those guys were doing in the ring were real, how many of them do you think would be alive right now?
Very few.
I'd give you at least 13% of that roster would be alive right now. Even back, and you want to talk about, oh, wrestling's fake? Okay, Scorpion, let's get to the real part of it. In the ECW and WCW days, people died. People died in the time and era. Why do you think ECW didn't last very long? Because people were getting their heads destroyed by chair shots. People were having their knees their legs broken, arms broken. They got lawsuits, so they stopped doing the extreme stuff. And people were like, yeah, we want the Attitude Era back, but not with, like, the explosions, the chair shots over the face, the cussing. Yeah. Boo frickety who. It's a grow up. Like, yeah, kids watch it, so what?
But your kids probably watch fucking porn.
Right? No, I mean, like, your little kids, yeah. Well, yeah, don't have them watch wrestling because in their eyes and as a parent's eyes, that's violence to them. Like, and they'd want to do that to someone. Like, no, when that's on, if you're a dad, and I'm not discriminating, even if you're a woman, like, women like wrestling. I know a lot that like wrestling. Like, if you're a mother or a father and you're just wanting to sit there and chill by yourself and watch what you grew up watching, then yeah. You'd want to go back to like the good era. We want the Attitude Era back for one reason. That's what made it entertaining and fun. There were more backstage segments. There were backstage attacks. There were more, people looking like they had actual beef in real life, but they were actually really good friends. Like, we need that stuff back. I can name, Scorpion, before I resume this match, I can name 4 people in WWE that were the greatest heels that will ever be part of that business. You ready?
Yeah.
Number 1, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Okay.
Number 2, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Number 3, The Rock. Number
Okay.
4, CM Punk.
I agree with every one of those answers.
Greatest heels WWE ever had, ever will, then, present, forever. Completely. No one was a better heel than any of them. And guess what? You want to know something, people? Guess what they had behind them? They had the fans behind them the entire time. Because they liked them. The energy they brought to the ring, that's what made them like them. Yeah, there was a whole movement where people hated The Rock. Yeah, The Rock, he sucks. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, it didn't last very long, did it? Till he started becoming electrifying and using the microphone more. Oh yeah, everyone changed their thoughts about The Rock then. Alright, now, resume. Just had to give a little history of wrestling history lesson there. Because I doubt most of you do know. Most of you are like in my era and you don't know the history behind wrestling. I do. It's called I do my research. I want to know the past. I watched all the past matches. I watched the past promos and encounters. It's a lot better then than it is now.
You know what really pisses me off when people say, oh, the wrestling is fake. Yeah, there's an element of fakeness to it.
Yeah.
But there's also a reality to it. There's a risk of danger. There's a risk of someone getting
You know
hurt.
how well you have to trust a person to chokeslam you or drop you on your head for a DDT. You know how much trust you're putting into that person of saying, hey, you could kill me, but I'm going to let you throw me off this cell through tables. But I trust you, man. I trust you. You're my working partner. Everyone that goes out there, they're a working buddy of the other person. They're trusting their life in the hands and vice versa with the other guy. They are trusting their life into that person's hands. They're giving them their life pretty much. You mess up once, you could really either injure or kill someone in that ring. You gotta know what you're doing. Why do you think WWE stresses in the Performance Center? You have to get the fundamentals down. You have to get the fundamentals down. Why do you think they mess up once in their training? They say, nope, do it again. You mess up once, you slip up once, you just killed someone or injured them. You can't slip up. Why do you think when submission moves, they say, hey, release that hold? Like, you don't want to put your muscle into it. You want to flex your muscles. That's the thing. There's a secret. Yeah, they're not really pulling. They're flexing their muscles and slightly pulling back so it looks like they're really like trying to like break their arm or put it in a submission hold for them to tap out. That's all they're doing. No one realizes that. All they're doing is flexing their muscles when they're in a submission hold. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing.
Yeah,
no one knows that. It's a flex. That's all it is. They're just flexing their muscles. Because you can tell. Like, you can't tell from a TV screen. Like, they flex their muscles. Like, me, Scorpion, me and you, we're in, like, wrestling analysis. We can look and see that, like, their muscles are, like, not flexed. But when they go into a submission hold, all of a sudden their muscles are, like, gigantic. They're flexing at that point. That's all they're doing.
And then, you know, God forbid that, you know, like if you're doing a chokehold, Scott asked to, you know, so I had to explain this to Scott. So if they're doing a chokehold, the person they're doing the chokehold on, they both have to come up with a system of, I guess the best way to say it is checks and balances. There has to be a sign. Hey, let me go. I can't breathe, like a tap on the leg.
Yeah, that's what they do. Here's a great example. Here's a really good example. You ready? For the sharpshooter, Bret Hart's, right?
Yeah.
When it was locked on Stone Cold. That's when Bret Hart, when like it was tearing at Stone Cold's knee, like his knee was being torn, like, and he was crawling, grabbed the apron, and he was shaking it vigorously and like hitting the mat, like hitting the outside of the ring, and then like he went and like he used the back of his hand, so it's not a tap out if he's using the back of his hand. He was tapping, hit the back of Bret, like saying, hey, turn around, look at me. No, it was like, okay, I had enough. He even said, you can see in the video, in the match, Stone Cold said, you can clearly make it out that Stone Cold saying, hey, you're tearing my knee, stop, let go. And Bret let go. He let go of the hold then. So what they did is they finished the match. What they had Stone Cold do is they had him tap out, and like Bret actually sat in the ring and was like, yo, you alright? And he was like, no, I think my knee got messed up.
They both have to, all people that are wrestling have to pay attention to the other person.
And here's another good example. Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was having throat problems, right? That later that night, so he was in that chokehold, right? You even saw it. I think you saw this match. It happened like a year ago, and like Reigns was like grabbing at like the top of like the hair of Samoa Joe, like grabbing his hair and like his ear and saying, and like pulling on, saying, hey, like he was like pinching his ear, saying, hey, that's enough, it's enough, let go. Not because Samoa Joe was losing control, it's just like Samoa Joe just like got in the moment. It's in the moment. They're like excited. And like Samoa Joe put more force on it, and like it was actually like crushing Reigns' throat. Like he was like, hey, stop, stop. And there's
why those things are set in place so other wrestlers know if they're going too far.
Yeah, that's the thing with the whole submission move setup. I bet you have to explain this to Scott. Like, how do they get them in a submission hold so easily? The other guy kind of has to. He kind of has to give his body up into a submission, because like that's actually to put him in an armbar, a tilt-a-whirl armbar. Like, you're not going to be able to swing someone's momentum just by grabbing their arm and then wrapping your legs around their neck and just hurricanrana flipping them. Like, that's not how it works. They have to give their body up and go limp and let them do that maneuver, because there's no way in hell, even you know that, like there's no way in hell you're getting a tilt-a-whirl armbar locked in like Alberto Del Rio used to do and do a hurricanrana into a submission. Like, no. That's not happening. You're going to roll completely through that submission. And what do you think Lesnar did? No, he didn't break Triple H's arm, really, or Shawn Michaels. It was an act. Lesnar knew what he was doing. Why do you people say, oh, Brock's too vicious with his submissions? No, he's perfect guy for submissions. He was in the UFC. I think he knows more about submissions than anyone else does in that locker room. That's mostly what UFC ends up coming down to is submissions.
Yeah. There's submissions or ground and pounds and holds.
Yeah, there's punches, but like, you rarely see knockout blows anymore. It's either a TKO, a ground and pound finish, or a tap out. Like,
it's mostly going to be a tap out, though.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's a tap out.
And people are like, oh, UFC's fake. What's fake about someone having their head gashed open? Like,
yeah, you go talk to a fucking kickboxer. You tell that to a fucking MMA fighter, dude.
Right?
You get your bell rung, dude.
Right? They'll say wrestling's fake. This is real. Like, and they'll punch you. Be like, was that fake? And you'll be like, oh, God, no. And he was like, exactly. Here's like, that's what. They're like, that's. Here's like, that's what happens to us when we're in that octagon. It was like,
yeah.
Even women, dude. How amazing is this? Even when they finally opened up UFC to women, like how amazing so many signed up for that. Like, they wanted to do that. Like, that was their dream to do that. One woman, Amy Albu, one of my favorite UFC fighters. That was her dream, to be a boxer as a UFC fighter since a kid. She wanted to do that. And guess what she did? Accomplished her dream and became the bantamweight champion 3 times. And yeah, in WWE, you're pretty much almost given the title and you act like it was a hard, long fight. In UFC, you actually have to fight to earn those numbers of title reigns you got. You actually have to fight and make that person quit for you to become champion.
One's better knock their ass out.
Right? Oh, they're just brutalizing Orton now. Jeez.
Where am I at?
Knocked out or something.
Chest.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, you're arrested. You're arresting. Crowd's liking this match.
This is a real good match.
Mason Ryan now. Oh, wait a minute. Orton now moved out of that. Oh, missed the clothesline. Oh, up on the shoulders. What's this? Oh, TKO by Mason Ryan. Oh, down goes Mason Ryan. I mean, Randy Orton, not Mason Ryan.
Nice scoop slam.
Yeah, that's Orton's scoop slam. He just used Orton's comeback against him. Oh, combination to Orton on the outside. Orton really banged up right now. He desperately needs a tag in this matchup.
Did that dude really sweep the leg?
Yeah. Oof. wait a minute now. Eliminating the opportunity of Wade Barrett. Oh, and a big kick. A big super kick right to the face of Orton. Into the cover here for the tag titles on the line here. 1, 2. No. And just barely broke it up. And now Mason Ryan. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Oh, taking him down. Just took out Mason Ryan for Orton. Dude, that was nice. He came in and saved Orton too. Oh wait, look what you're doing. Scorpion, look what you're doing. Making sure Wade Barrett doesn't become a factor in this. Wait a minute, Orton! Orton! Oh, he was looking for that RKO. Don't think he could get it in time. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. This time he does RKO out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, and Venom retains their SmackDown Tag Team Championships. All it takes is one. What did you say, Scorpion?
They're too late there. Oh, wow. Orton was busted open.
Orton took the most amount of damage in this matchup, too. Oh, he's busted open right above the eye. And on the side of his head. Jeez, Orton, dang, you took a beating out there, man. You guys are the most dominant SmackDown Tag Champs of all time here. I mean, even if you guys lose them, you end up getting them back.
Yeah.
Are you sticking in the tag title division, or are you ever going to go for your own solo title?
I'd like to go for a solo title.
Eventually you will.
Yeah.
When are you going to decide to go for one?
If I ever get the chance, I'm going to earn it.
Ah, so you don't want to be put into one, you want to actually end up earning it.
Yeah. I'm not going to flaunt my title.
I don't know why this match is in 2 different places. You guys skip that one and just do this one then. Okay, so that's like, okay, we'll say that's like the fan prediction. So they say Team Raw is gonna end up winning it. That's the fan prediction. That was the fan prediction. This is the actual match. So they say Team Raw is walking away with the win. We'll see if that's the case. 4 of the greatest from SmackDown, 4 of the greatest from Raw.
Man, you got 3 powerhouses there, dude.
Samoa Joe, Brian Cage, and Dominik Dijakovic. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Look at the picture I just sent you. on Snapchat.
Alright. Very nice.
Uh-huh. Coming out first, representing Team Raw, the only dangerous one, Chris Danger. Now remember, there's more than one Danger in this industry as well. There's Brooke Danger, there's Chris Danger, and there's rumors that their brother, Max Danger, is supposed to make his appearance here soon as well. So so the whole entire Danger family faction will be reunited after competing all the way around the world. They're finally here on the big stage. Chris Danger, a legend in Japan, a legend in TNA, and legend in also former current AEW superstar.
TNA? Tits and ass?
No, not that one. Total non-stop action, also known as Impact Wrestling. No, Scorpion. No. He's pretty much competed on every company, Chris Danger, all the way around the world. The War Machine, Brian Cage. An absolutely dominant machine is Brian Cage. You can just tell by his physique. And no, he's not Lex Lugered up. No, that's his actual muscle. He's not a Lex Luger. What? Right? The matches between Lex Luger and Psycho Sid. Alright. Get back already? Yeah. That was fast.
Yeah, it's right across, bathroom's right across from the door. You just gotta hop a couple tiles over and I'm there.
Team SmackDown now coming out.
I like Steve's entrance.
Number one, oh, it is him. Wait, I need to figure out whose entrance he got. Is this, hold on, who does this? What wrestler does that? I don't know who does that.
I can't remember.
Wait, hold on. It's not Cedric Alexander, I know that, I don't even know.
Is he actually gonna win a match? Win a fight?
No shout out reference to the actual show. I mean, hey, if he beats Dominik Dijakovic, he's beaten 2 Russians.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta acknowledge it now. We gotta say it now. I think it's appropriate time. One of the greatest world heavyweight, one of the greatest SmackDown, one of the greatest champions on SmackDown history.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest world champions in history so far is Triple H. I say hands down, he's the greatest champion in this industry.
Yeah.
Byron Saxton isn't wrong if he can hear the commentators. Yeah, but hear the commentators, Scorpion?
I like every once in a while I'll be able to hear them, but I don't hear them tonight.
Byron Saxton said about Triple H that Triple H would do anything and everything to excel his career.
Yeah, that's true. He's a manipulator.
Manipulator, Scorpion, come on, be honest, he's a sellout.
Well, now he is.
He used to not be, he used to hate people that sold themselves out. And look what happened, you became one of them.
Yeah, that's what DX was all about, against the system.
Yep.
Now he's part of the system.
DX hated the whole system. Like the McMahon, anytime the McMahons came up to him, DX just went, suck it. I like X-Pac when Vince came up to him. X-Pac was like eating and drinking like a sandwich. He had a sub and a beer in his hand. And, like, tapped X-Pac on the shoulder. He turned around. And he went, suck it. I was like, yeah, that's X-Pac for you.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit.
And he was like, don't you ever do that to me again, X-Pac. And he turned around and he was like, okay. He just did it again. It was like, what are you going to do about it? Because I'm going to put you in the match. He was like, you giving me, he was like, you giving me what I want? He was like, you're giving me I was like, good. I wanted to have a fun time anyway. Because I was bored back here. I guess we can say, I mean, we can't really say it early, but I say your brother could also become one of the most dominant Intercontinental champions we've had, too.
Yeah.
Remember, a former Intercontinental champion is Drew McIntyre as well. If you remember that, when that happened.
Yeah.
You were ashamed of your brother how fast he lost to McIntyre.
Yeah.
Like McIntyre made a fool of your guys' family name. So, are you the older brother and he's the younger one?
Yep.
So you really had to wring his neck out, and it was like you just embarrassed our whole entire family name by losing to McIntyre under 5 minutes. You're like, you couldn't even last 5 minutes against him.
Yeah, it's a disappointment.
He rebounded from it though. He ended up beating McIntyre to get the Intercontinental title back. I don't think McIntyre put the Intercontinental title in his rear view though. I think he might want to end up coming for that title again. And speaking of which, a man that wants to be in a title picture and earn it the same way you do, and did, because look what's in his hand.
It's Aquaman.
I love the way he carries the title. Look at this. Watch this. This is like one of the coolest title animations. I love this. Just carries it over the shoulder like that.
Yeah.
Look at that ultimate swag walk he got. I mean, he's able to do whatever the heck he wants. He earns it. He backs it up too. Yeah, look at that title shot. And that camera right there. Man, SmackDown pulling out their pretty much their champion squad out here for Survivor Series.
Yep.
You got the world champ. You got the secondary world champion. Just in case Triple H doesn't feel like defending that night, we got a second one. We got the Intercontinental champion. And we got the what other title is that? Intercontinental title. Oh no, world title. Triple H's world title. You got 3 champs out here.
Gonna put this rookie to work.
You're not all about the rookies sitting in the back just watching everyone else. You're like, no, you're not. You look, you signed a contract. And even way before with me, as a performance on FCW, which is like the real like training grounds before the NXT Performance Center. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right.
Knee drop. That was nasty. So precise. Punch right to the face. Super kick. Triple H makes the tag. Strong impact from Triple H. Great agility there. Caught him right in the jaw. Ugh, what a shot. Oh no, we've got a problem here, guys. There it is. Hurricane Rana. Gets the tag. Strong kick. My goodness. Whoa, Triple H dodged that one. Oh, Nelson slam. Inside cradle, shoulders are down. Plenty of fight left. He's not giving up that easy. In off the tag. Oh, nasty impact. Swinging neck breaker. Great evasion. Had it scouted. And finds a counter. Hoisted up. Down. A pin attempt out of nowhere. That was nowhere near a 3 count. Not yet. Too early. Oh, flipping the script on him there. Rolling drop kick. Oh, the arm's trapped. There's the arm wringer, followed by the leg drop. He's lining him up. Oh, setting up again. Throw. How do you... There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? Back in the ring now. He stops the count for his partner. How impressive was that reversal? Triple H to the tag. Oh, man, right to the midsection. Saw that one coming. Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand. Swinging neck breaker connects.
Teeing off. Comes in off the tag.
Totally amazing display of athleticism.
Not where you want to be at this point in the match, guys. Definitely not. Oh, what a boot. Absolutely has to make a tag here.
Yeah, but that's easier said than done, Michael.
He's so close to making the tag here, Corey.
Yeah, but think of all the energy he's expending here, Cole.
And gets the tag. Well-scouted reversal there. Oh, it's another reversal.
Time to go home. Boom, big time driver.
Oh, he knew that was coming. Clothesline over the top rope. All the way to the floor. Get in there, ref. He's been quickly taking control here.
He is just dominant right now.
Neck break. Can he end it quickly? Oh, man, they don't even seem hurt after that.
Tried for it early. What are we going to see here?
Oh, neck breaker.
Well measured.
Tagged in. Drop kick.
Hits the mark.
What's he going to do with it?
German suplex spiked.
In off the tag. Kick to the gut. Toss to the outside. I don't know what he has planned out here, but he must be mindful of the referee's count. Oh, and a KTFO!
Thanks for coming.
He might have been waiting on that one. DDT! Fight. Back in from the floor. Looking to make the tag here.
A tag at this point can change the whole complexion of this match, Michael.
Looks like we're going to get the tag.
I think you're right, Michael.
And he gets there.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Desperately needs to make a tag here.
I don't know. It's going to be tough to make it to the corner. What a suplex. And here's Samoa Joe speaking his mind.
Oh, look at this. Looking for the suplex off the top rope.
Oh, jeez.
Take all the wind out of you. Somehow has to find a way to make a tag here.
Completely agree. Getting the partner in here is absolutely vital.
A cover. He's not done fighting yet. Not yet. What do we got here?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. You didn't miss anything special, just they're still beating the hell out of each other.
Interesting.
No one's out yet.
I can see that.
Even Steve's still in it. You know who Brian Cage, who he kind of looks like?
Who?
In that still, that still picture? He kind of looks like a super pissed off Cody Rhodes.
Super pissed off what?
Cody Rhodes.
Survived 3 stunners, did Samoa Joe. Steve really sweating out here. He's really having to work to beat these guys down. Huh? Samoa Joe got the submission locked in. Kuita clutch. Oh, knees right in the back. Samoa Joe, oh, driving him right down into the mat. And now Roman Reigns is tagged in. Oh, for Roman Reigns runs him over. Yeah, go get in there. Get in there, Ruru. Go on.
You got water in there?
I'll put some in there for her. Go on, go in
You'll
there.
get some water outside too.
There's water out there. Yeah, I actually did. Okay, I'm back. That's never a thing, dude. Roman Reigns now sizing up the other Samoan. Went for the Superman punch. Samoa Joe blocking it and putting Roman Reigns in the Kuita clutch. And Roman Reigns almost immediately getting out of that. Moves around punch to Samoa Joe. 1, 2, 3, and Samoa Joe has been eliminated. Chris Danger now gets hit with a spear by Roman Reigns. 1, 2, and Chris Danger kicks out at 2. That spear Chris Danger got though, oh my goodness. Now here's the game. Triple H and Chris Danger still laid out after that spear. Now the game abdominal stretch. The Machine Brian Cage gonna break that submission up. Game Triple H out. Oh, right between the eyes of that punch. Chris Danger reverses. Chris Danger now taking it to the Triple H. No Triple H reversing. Oh, are you kidding me? I got the freaking error again.